Jeremy, JB, Judah. So I've only ever virtually met you, and all I have to say is that throughout all of our encounters on the project we were working on together, the impact that you have had on my life has been significant. And to name things that stand out, I'd say that definitely you impacted me through challenging my views, and not just allowing me to settle on any narrative, or not allowing me to have a victim mentality, even if it was only for 1 minute. I respect you for that, and I keep hold of that. And another thing that really stands out is how you have inspired me to look inwardly to see what I have to offer, and to see what is missing, what I need to intake for my own self-improvement, a deeper sense of improvement. And lastly, I need to mention your impact, your positive impact through genuineness and kindness. Really second to none. All of our sessions that we've had, I've truly relished and enjoyed. Came with good laughs, came with fresh perspectives. Just the whole experience that I've had with you so far has been a challenge for me to see if I can challenge the narrative.
Greetings, everyone. First, give it honor to God, who's the author of my existence and the sustainer of my life force. I'll give you a brief presentation from my brother, JB Sims. Since I've met, since we've partnered, I've learned that we are twin flames. We are trying to develop a plan to awaken and enlighten the people of this planet through spirituality, deep spirituality, and knowledge. Since partnering with him, I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about him as well. We have two different styles of teaching, and they coincide with each other. Mine's a little bit more intense. He's a lot more on hand. But partnering with him, you will not go wrong. And listening to what he has to offer, best believe he's bringing a wealth of knowledge, because he receives it from everyone. It's not about him. It's not about him at all. And the more you deal with him, the more you know that. It's about eternal life, prosperity for all, and freedom, which all of us deserve. So listen to his presentation, and at the end of his message, you're guaranteed to be enlightened. And on the correct path. Have a blessed day.
JB, you got a real impact on my life, man. You be helping me spiritually. You're a spiritual leader, a spiritual guide. You know, you really helping me change my childish ways and helping me become a man by holding me accountable and by literally telling me what the Bible says and what it actually means. Like, you not sugarcoating nothing. You always there when I need you the most. It don't matter how long I don't talk to you or I try to avoid you. You still tend to always find me, and you know I be lying before I even tell a lie. So there ain't no telling no lies with you because the truth come out eventually because you already know the truth. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you hold me accountable. You push me to be a better man. You always seem greater in me than I seen in myself. So I just thank you and I love you and just keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, it don't go unnoticed. So thank you.
Hey, this goes out to my brother JB. I'm so grateful for this man. Since the beginning, in our first encounter, though I was not ready for it, that encounter was necessary. And I'm so thankful that God was able to just put somebody with such great energy around me. What I truly admire JB more is that he's able to make moves so effortlessly in his life. And that's a role model that I've always wanted. I'm super thankful for JB because he's always a shining light and always a shoulder to lean on as well. He'll always, though not answer any question directly, help me find the answers to my own question by searching deep within my soul. I'm so thankful for what I've been able to learn about the people and the family that he's been able to surround me with. And look forward to continuing to grow and continue to help each other between our destiny. Once again, I just want to thank the universe.
This is an audio of how friend, brother Jeremy Sims has made an impact on my life. I've known Jeremy for 3 years, and I must say that during this time, I must say first and foremost, he's a man of God and a leader who inspires others. Jeremy is a man of integrity who is always willing to help those in need. He has a strong moral compass, but he also is a good listener and always has a thoughtful and truthful perspective. So if you don't want the truth of the matter, you may not want to ask Jeremy. He's reliable and dependable, and he's respectful of others regardless of their background, and he treats everyone with kindness and understanding. He's a man of many gifts, but the 2 gifts that have made an impact on my life is his willingness to serve and teach others, whether it's by phone call or Zoom session, or standing in front of a church congregation, or meeting him at a restaurant for dinner, or by reading one of his many inspiring and thought-provoking books. One will remember Jeremy Sims. Just to sum it up, Jeremy is my true brother and friend, and I'm grateful and humbled that our paths cross, knowing that I have a true brother and a confidant. and a friend of Jeremy Sims.
Hello, I'm one of Jeremy Sims' coaching clients, and I would say his holistic approach helped me gain a new perspective in my life as well as propel my career, where I had to understand what past issues and problems that I carried with me that allowed and resolving those will actually have an impact on my future. They saying that your past affects your future is definitely true. And Jeremy helped me realize that I need to resolve those past issues, acknowledge them, and understand that they were a part of me in order to move. And that helped me. My current issue that I was trying to do was actually just be promoted in my job. And realizing that I was too eager to do things. I was too anxious to get things done. Whereas if I actually just sat back and allowed the chips to fall and then properly planned what I needed to do, I actually showed my quiet strength. And my managers realized it. Also, made me realize that I'm actually the controller of my life. That I need to take action, take those steps and move forward and do things. But you just can't rush them. There are some things in which you can't control, and there's some things you can't control. And I had to acknowledge the things that I can control and acknowledge the things that I can't. And trying to control things that I couldn't was really my downfall. And switching over my mindset, he guided me through switching over my mindset and realizing to do the things that I can control, and it will allow me to have a lot more control of them. And then just also in general, just relaxing. If things don't work out, that's fine. There's something else better that I can get later. Patience is key. The little life lessons that he made me understand. And he's not from the faint of heart. He asked me a hard question to which I wasn't even asking myself. And to this day, I still ask those questions because you need that nice introspection of somebody else on the sideline that could tell you objectively, this is what it is. You may see it this way, but that's not exactly how you see it. And he does a great job of doing those things. And he's helped me a lot, tremendously do that. And I was able to get my promotion, thankfully, and transfer over to a new area. And those skills that he taught me of realizing the things that I can't control is definitely great to know during these difficult times. But he's a great coach, and I really appreciate the way that he has taken his approach to help me with my life.
What can I say about my friend Jeremy Sims? I met him in the business world, and I had prayed years ago that God would connect me to people who are like-minded in the same thought process, who can lead me in the space that I was in. Was able to connect with him in the space, and we had great conversations, and would just give him some issues or some thoughts around what I was trying to do, and he would point me in the right direction. He would tell me, hey, you need to connect with this person, or you might not want to connect with this person or talk with this person. And just the words of wisdom that he has given me throughout the years, throughout my time of knowing him, has been great. Just recently I actually sat down with him about a month ago, and we just sat down and we just had a conversation about life and thoughts and ideas. And he was just like, hey man, you know what you're supposed to be doing, you know what you're supposed to, what your gifting is. And I was like, you know what, that was amazing. I was driving down the road after I met with him, and I sent him a message after I pulled over, sent him a message and was like, man, thank you so much for those words and the things that I know to do that I wasn't doing. And so I just want to say that, you know, I appreciate him. I appreciate his words of wisdom, his thoughts, the things that he knows, the way that his brain works, and I appreciate him. So thanks.
Working with Jeremy as a coach has been rather profound and one of the most impactful experiences in my professional career. His leadership is grounded in authenticity, transparency, and he has a deep understanding of how to guide without overshadowing or being overbearing. I've personally truly appreciated his open and honest communication, which has created a safe space for growth, reflection, and forward momentum. Jeremy has consistently brought great clarity to complex situations for me and offered useful, constructive feedback with genuine care. Jeremy doesn't just coach, he empowers, and I'm incredibly grateful for his guidance.
I first met Jeremy Judah Bernard Sims over a phone call during COVID, calling different universities. We had connected, and really the main thing that stood out was anytime that I would glorify God's name, he'd actually add to it. A lot of people like to just agree with what you're trying to say, but he would actually challenge it or add to it, which really made me respect him right off the bat. Since then, he had shown me that his father's a pastor, and the church that he goes to became my church for about 2 to 3 years. And I'm telling you that it is glorifying God's name. It is truly being a testimony, truly being a spirit enhancer. And that's really kind of the way that I've always felt about the Sims family, especially Judah. And Judah has, 200,000 followers plus in multiple countries. He's written so many different books. He's included me in that, which makes me feel very special. And he's a great brother that I never would have asked for, that God literally laid into my hands. So I thank God for that.